Hi everybody, I'm Skip Quimby with John Deere, and today we're going to show you a snowblower you attach to your tractor's 3-point hitch, but you operate it by driving forward. Generically, it's called an inverted snowblower, but we call it the Frontier SB1164P for pulled snowblower. We've matched it with a John Deere 3046R compact utility tractor, a John Deere 320R loader, and a John Deere materials bucket. And we've also included a pair of depth sticks in case we get into some really deep snow. To make hooking up and unhooking the snowblower as easy as it can be, we also added an iMatch quick hitch to our tractor. Okay, let's get started. First, Trey backs up to the snowblower, keeping his eye on the top hook of the iMatch, and everything else just falls into place. After he turns off the tractor and sets the parking brake, he makes sure the locking levers are closed and locked. He attaches the PTO, which was cut to the correct length at the dealership, and secures the restraining chain. Since we spec'd this model with hydraulic chute and deflector controls, he attaches the hydraulic hoses. Then he raises the parking stand to operating position and secures it with the locking pin. We also need to make sure the snowblower is level with the ground by adjusting the lift arm. So, after adjusting the lift arm as far as he can by hand, he uses a sturdy bar to help finish the job. Then he secures it with the locking nut. We'll be using this snowblower on a gravel surface, so we want to adjust the skid shoes to give the snowblower a little more clearance. Since Trey will have to get underneath the snowblower to do this, he put two 4x4s under the raised snowblower, then lowered the machine onto the blocks for safety. Adjusting the skid shoes is a simple process of removing 2 bolts on each one using a socket wrench, then lowering the skid shoes to raise the snowblower off the surface, reinserting the bolts in the proper holes, and tightening the nuts with the socket wrench. Okay, time to blow some snow. One of the great features of this pulled snowblower, in addition to the comfort of driving forward, is how close you can back it up to a wall or garage door. And because the side panels on the machine are angled down toward the rear, it helps improve visibility from the operator station. Since we outfitted this snowblower with hydraulic chute and deflector controls, Trey can adjust the distance and direction for blowing snow from inside the operator station. Very handy when working in parking lots or other areas where frequent adjustment might be necessary. Now here's a final tip. Always, always, always clear all snow and ice from the chute, auger, and impeller when you're finished for the day. Snow lift in them can freeze and prevent the snowblower from operating properly the next time you need it, causing damage to the machine's internal parts. So keep this snowblower in good shape, and you'll have one mean, green, snow-eaten machine for years to come. Frontier has more than 400 implements and attachments that are available only from your John Deere dealer, the place to go for advice and equipment. Always read the operator's manual before operating or storing any piece of equipment, and follow all operating and safety instructions. And remember, for implements that help turn your tractor into the workhorse it was built to be, think Frontier and your John Deere dealer.